Good evening. I'd like to welcome you all to the March 27th regular monthly meeting of the Portsmouth City School Board. Ask you please stand down briefly for a moment of silence. You may be seated. At this time, we do have some special guests that Dr. Bracy will introduce and bring forward.
Thank you, Chairman Patillo. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
There we go. I know everybody's excited to be here this evening. First, I would like to recognize Churchton Middle School. They are the school that will be spotlighted this month. They will be bringing us the Pledge of Allegiance as well as the statement. We have two students that will be participating, and we have Rhea Goff, who will be bringing us the Pledge of Allegiance, and Jeremiah Moore, who will read the school statement. And if the two of you will come down to the podium, and as you come, I will read the bios from you. And our interim principal, Dr. Brooks, where are you, sir? Yeah, you can come up here as well. All right, first, I will read the bio for Rhea Goff. Rhea is an 8th grader at Churchton Middle School, where she's active in many activities. She's an honor roll student, and she's a member of the National Junior Honor Society, as well as the morning announcement team. She also takes part in service projects. Earlier this month, she read to 2nd graders for Read Across America. Her career goal after high school is to graduate from either Harvard or Stanford with a degree in criminal justice and then go to law school and move on to become a criminal defense lawyer.
Yes.
Her parents are here tonight, and they are Danielle and Chris Horn. And if you all are present, please stand so we can recognize you. Thank you. Now, Jeremiah is also an 8th grade student at Churchton Middle School, a straight A student. Jeremiah is both a member and president of the National Junior Honor Society. In fact, he just had the honor of leading the NJHS induction ceremony at the school. Looking ahead, Jeremiah has many aspirations: law, public service, and even the possibility of running for president of the United States.
Yes.
Yeah. But his collegiate goals are to attend Howard University. Now, can Jeremiah's family stand and be recognized? I didn't get the names ahead of time, but if you all will please stand. All right.
Report from the back.
Parents, feel free to come up front so you can get a better picture and a better view if you would like. Yeah, we don't mind at all. And Dr. Brooks, after they finish, I will give you an opportunity to say a few words as well.
Okay.
All right. So once the parents get in place, Ray, I'll let you take over once everybody's situated. Okay. Rhea? Yeah.
Take your time.
Just say. Okay.
You're doing the pledge, right?
Okay. I pledge allegiance. Oh. Please stand. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, please sit.
All right. Thank you, Rhea. Jeremiah, we're ready for the school statement.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Chairperson Dr. Patillo, Superintendent Dr. Bracy, members of the school board, and our community. On behalf of our interim principal, Dr. Brooks, I am proud to stand before you tonight to share these remarkable achievements of Churchland Middle School. This year, our scholars and staff have demonstrated excellence in academics, athletics, the art, school, student engagement, and community involvement. You will notice the academic term scholar. We changed from students to scholars in July to embark on our journey this school year. Academically, we are thrilled to report that 242 scholars earned honor roll status during the second quarter, and 78 were inducted into the prestigious National Junior Honor Society. Our commitment to improving attendance is paying off. 113 scholars are actively participating in our attendance recovery program, and we are proud to be below the 15% chronic absenteeism rate. Beyond academics, our Truck-a-Buck initiative has been a tremendous success, encouraging positive behavior and boosting student engagement. We recently hosted our PBIS Staff versus Students basketball game in their favorite Truck-a-Buck store, which has contributed to decrease in disciplinary referrals in both 7th and 8th grades. Additionally, we are proud to share that Ms. Perry Wallens was named Middle School Teacher of the Year, a reflection of exceptional dedication on our educators. In athletics, our scholars continue to shine. We are the middle school football and wrestling champions, and both girls and boys basketball team claimed their regular season district titles last week. Our Scholastic Bowl earned an impressive second place finish, showcasing their academic prowess. Our choral and band departments continue to make us proud, earning numerous awards in competition across the Hampton Roads area. Their talent and dedication even received outstanding nominations at a high school event at Western Branch High School, further highlighting the exceptional artistry of our scholars. We are equally proud of the social-emotional growth within our school. Our scholars reported an increased sense of connection with students, and more students than ever say they can identify a trusted adult in the building. A testament to our commitment to fostering a supportive environment, our National Junior Honor Society students also extended their impact beyond our walls by participating in recent Read Across America with Churchland Academy students. Our middle school counseling department recently earned the National Counseling Designation for the American School Counseling Association, a well-deserved recognition of their outstanding support for our scholars. Finally, we continue to enhance our communication with families. With increased visibility on X and Parent Square, we share our story with the community through weekly updates and regular engagements. At Churchland Middle School, we don't just educate students, we cultivate scholars. We are proud of our progress, but more importantly, we are excited about the future. Thank you for your time and continued support of our scholars and their success. Together, we are building a brighter tomorrow. Go Truckers.
Mr. Brooks.
Good evening, school board and Dr. Patillo, Dr. Bracy, cabinet members, and everybody who's here today. Thank you all for letting us be privileged today to come speak to y'all. Very, very excited at Churchland Middle School. We're doing a lot of good work over there. Excuse me for sweating. I just came back. Our girls just won the middle school championship game, so they just won. So yeah. Today's been a busy day. We had a middle school championship today. Earlier today, our scholars participated at Hickory High School, and all 66 of our scholars scored superior in their choir performance this afternoon. So today's been a busy day at Churchland Middle. So we're excited. We're going to keep grinding to keep making Portsmouth proud, and we are definitely appreciative of inviting us tonight, and we look forward to continued work. Thank y'all.
Thanks so much. Jeremiah and Ray, if you can hold for one moment. Dr. Cotton has a presentation for you.
He ready. He said he wanted to be president. Yeah.
Out of your busy schedules. I thank you, Doc, for being here, but we just appreciate you on the night. I looked into your gift bag, and I'm going to have to ask if I can have one, but not from you all, but I do not have this gift. But I want to give this to you on behalf of the school board. Thank you for all that you're doing in your classes, your school, the city. And I just want to, we wanted to bless you tonight and say thank you. All right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Board members. Thank you all so much. Agenda item 3.5 is a school board mission statement. Dr. Cotton.
The mission of the Portsmouth Public School Division is to engage all students in learning that will foster academic excellence and responsible citizenship.
Thank you, sir. Agenda item 3.6 is roll call attendance. Madam Clerk.
Ms. Atkinson?
Here.
Mrs. Ball?
Here.
Dr. Cotton?
Present.
Mrs. Futrell?
Here.
Ms. McSwain? Present. Mrs. Sessom?
Here.
Ms. Schumate?
Here.
Dr. Walker? Here. Dr. Patillo?
Present.
All members present.
Thank you so much. Agenda item 3.7 is consideration of the agenda for March 27, 2025. I entertain a motion at this time. Motion made by Ms. Boone, second by Ms. Futrell. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, roll call vote, Madam Clerk.
Ms. Atkinson?
Yes.
Mrs. Ball?
Yes.
Dr. Cotton?
Yes.
Mrs. Futrell? Yes. Mrs. McSwain? Yes. Mrs. Sessom?
Yes.
Ms. Schumate?
Yes.
Dr. Walker? Yes. Dr. Patillo?
Yes.
It's unanimous.
Thank you so much. Agenda item 4.1, one of my favorite moments of the school board meeting, our student representative report, Mr. Peterson.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dr. Bracy, Dr. Patillo, school board members, and I appreciate you for letting me talk today. I'm honored to speak for you today. First, I'd like to acknowledge the assignment and anticipation among our students as we approach graduation. I know I'm really excited, graduation in June. I'm ready to get out of here. As well as we get closer and closer to the end of the school year, I would like to report that our students have shown a high level of satisfaction for this year's school year overall, despite all the changes that's going on in the world and as well as in Portsmouth. One notable shift I've seen this year talking to students at the various high schools is a reduction in negativity within students. They started to become more friendly and more positive towards each other. If walking in the classrooms and during the lunch in the cafeteria, you see more students engaging and more like friendliness among it. And it's way, I feel like it's building a way better environment for our school system. Another thing I'd like to recognize is the improvement in sportsmanship. You know, there's been a lot of things in sports going on, as well as we just heard with Churchland Middle School, their sports is doing as well as with our high schools. Sportsmanship has been a very high thing that students, teachers, and faculty have been pushing no matter what. Overall, I feel like our students are just having a great experience in school right now. I haven't personally heard any troubles from students. I ask them every day, send out emails. Nobody talking to me, but we'll get better than that. I'd like to thank you for your time and continued support. That concludes my brief.
Thank you so much, sir. Board members, do you have any questions? A comment, Dr. Cotton?
You got to call me. I don't email well. All right? Any given time, you can call me. But thank you for all that you do.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Agenda item 5.1 is a student recognition. I ask at this time if Mr. Caleb Cotton can come forward. Tonight, we are thrilled to celebrate Caleb Cotton, a freshman at Churchland High School, who served as a page for the House of Delegates in the 2024 General Assembly session and was selected this year by Speaker Don Scott to return as the head page for the 2025 General Assembly session. While he was working full-time in Richmond as head page, Caleb maintained an A honor roll in school, and this is especially impressive as he also was participating in dual enrollment. Through this partnership with Tidewater Community College, he's on track to graduate high school with an Associate of Arts degree in Social Sciences. Caleb is a well-rounded student. He is a member of the Churchland Robotics team and also serves as a youth instructor at the Mount Carmel Baptist Church. Mount Carmel must be in the house. We are certainly proud of Caleb, and I'll ask his father, Board Member Cotton, and Mother Lakeisha to join me as I present the certificate. And it reads, Certificate of Achievement presented to Caleb Alexander Cotton in recognition of Caleb being selected as head page for the 2025 Virginia General Assembly while enrolled as a freshman at Churchland High School. It's signed by Dr. Cardell Patillo, Board Chairman, Dr. Eli Bracey, Division Superintendent. Congratulations. I'll now ask Ms. Twyman would join me at the podium, our Division-wide Athletic Director, for agenda item 5.2, the Manor High School Girls Indoor 4x200 meter relay state champs.
Good evening, Dr. Patillo, Chair, Ms. Atkinson, Vice Chair, esteemed members of the board, and Dr. Bracey, Division Superintendent. Thank you for the opportunity to speak this evening. I am honored to stand before you to recognize the achievements of 4 outstanding young women who have recently become state champions in indoor track. These athletes have shown exceptional dedication, perseverance, and teamwork throughout the season. Their hard work and commitment have led them to this incredible achievement, and we are immensely proud of their success. Please join me in congratulating these student athletes. If any coaches, athletic directors, or principals are present, you may come up for pictures after the names are called. May I present at this time for Manor High School the 2025 Virginia High School League Class 4 Girls 4x200 meter relay state champions. Jazaria Armstrong. Yome Aim. Trinity Descents. And Adriana Mapp. Thank you to their coaches, athletic director, principal, parents, and supporters who have played a crucial role in their journey. Congratulations to our state champions. We are incredibly proud of you. Coaches wanted to. Dr. Patillo. Send it to me. Somebody, let me see who I know. I can't tell. They're posting on Facebook. I still it.
Agenda item 5.3, Churchland High School Boys 4x400 relay team Adidas National Track Champs. And before we call the Churchland team, I forgot to mention to the Manor High School state champions, You will be called back when your state championship rings come in.
Yes. Yes. Yes to get rings on time.
All right, as Dr. Patillo said, we're also excited to highlight another incredible track achievement coming from the division. The Churchland High School boys 4x4 meter relay team just won first place at the 2025 Adidas National Indoor Track and Field Championships. This event was held over the weekend in Virginia Beach, and the Churchland team took first place in the National Elite Division. Tonight with us are the 4 members of this award-winning team. At this time, I'd like to call forward Khalik Young,
Okay, man.
Now Shoemake, Jeremiah Folk, and Jonathan Cherry.
All right. Okay, medals.
Coaches want to come up as well? If parents can take pictures.
Yeah, nice and close, nice and close.
Oh. Yeah, they did. They did.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Give them another hand.
We did.
50-year recognition.
Oh, yeah.
I ask now if Mr. King would join me here at the podium. Agenda item 5.4. We're celebrating the 50 years of service recognition for Miss Peggy Wilson and Miss Iris Falk. Mr. King.
Good evening, School Board Chair Dr. Patillo, Vice Chair Atkinson, members of the school board, Dr. Bracy, and guests in the room. Thank you all for being here tonight. It's an honor to stand before you as we recognize 2 of our amazing bus drivers, Miss Peggy Wilson and Miss Iris Falk, who are celebrating 50 years, over 50 years of service. Yep.
If you all can join us to the front, I want to robe you in your jacket.
So yes, they're celebrating 50 years of service, all with Portsmouth Public Schools and all with the Transportation Department. So an amazing accomplishment. I can tell you, both women show up to work each and every day ready to do the job of transporting our students safely. And there's no amount of gratitude that we can show you all for just being there for our students, showing up each and every day, and just driving that bus safely. So we appreciate your service. We wish you many more years of great health and great miles on the road, ladies.
Here's the plaques as well.
We also have beautiful plaques. It says, "Happy 50 years of service, a half of century of dedication, leadership, and remarkable contributions. Your journey is a beacon of inspiration for all of us. Congratulations on reaching this milestone." Congratulations. Take this out. Now hold that. We're going to take a picture right out here, y'all. Join us right in the front.
Can we hold these? Oh, yeah. Thank you, sir.
Oh, yeah, so them jackets on the list. Them jackets is on the list.
Agenda item 5.5. At our meeting last month, we had two very special recognitions scheduled. However, as you all know, due to the snow, we had to make that meeting virtual. We moved these recognitions to this meeting as we wanted to make sure they were honored in person. I want to begin with an acknowledgement of a shocking loss to our PPS family, specifically to all of us as board members. Ms. Kathy Chambers served as the division's clerk of the board, where she was responsible for many of our day-to-day operations, including organizing our meetings, keeping and publishing the minutes, and keeping us in line with all of our events, engagements, and deadlines. Sadly, Ms. Chambers passed away in January. To say she was a valued asset to each of us is an understatement. She was a consummate professional and tireless worker throughout the 28-year career here in Portsmouth Public Schools. With her presence, while her presence will be greatly missed, we are grateful for the time we had working alongside her and for the influence she had on our division. Tonight, we are joined by several members of Ms. Chambers' family, including her mother, Doris Beal, her son, Nicholas Chambers, and her sisters, Janet Hardy and Joyce Brown. Would you please stand to be recognized? Now I will ask her son, Nicholas, to come to the dais for a special presentation. As he comes forward, I'd like to read the inscription on the plaque we have for her. In honor and memory of Kathy L. Chambers. Her dedication and professionalism led to invaluable contributions to the Portsmouth Public School Board throughout her 28-year career. Her integrity and commitment left a lasting impact on our school division and will be fondly remembered by all. To her family, I want to say thank you for sharing her with us over these years, and know that we are carrying each of you in our hearts as you navigate this loss. And I will say, it's difficult to work with someone for 10 years and not miss them when they're gone. She was more than just a board clerk. She was also a mother figure to me personally. Her favorite words would be, "Come and sign my stuff, and don't make me beat you." So thank you to her son, Nicholas, her mother and sisters. She's truly going to be missed and will be forever in our hearts. Thank you. I now have one more special presentation. And this one was too important to do virtually. Last September, Education Week published an article on turnover in school superintendents, noting that 1 in 5, or 20% of the nation's 500 largest school districts, replaced their superintendents in the 2023-24 academic year. The year prior, JG Consulting Group used 2023 statistical data to determine that annual turnover rate for superintendents was within the range of 14 to 16%. And specifically, the average tenure of an urban superintendent is just 3 years. Last month, though, our own superintendent, Dr. Eli Bracy III, celebrated his 10th anniversary here in Portsmouth Public Schools. 10 years. Not only is that unprecedented in today's K-12 environment, it is also a testament to the dedication and devotion Dr. Bracy has shown time and time again to our students, our staff members, and our community. As board chair, I'm honored that he keeps choosing our division to share his wealth of experiences and leadership. As such, I have a special presentation I'd like to make at this time. The plaque reads, "Celebrating 10 years of service in honor of Dr. Eli Bracy III with heartfelt appreciation for a decade of dedication, excellence, and commitment to Portsmouth Public Schools. Your hard work, loyalty, and service to lead this division with distinction. Thank you, Dr. Bracy, and we hope that you stay another 10 years with us." I won't be here 10 years, but I hope you stay another 10 years with us. Let's give them a hand.
Perfect. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Agenda items 6.1 and 6.2 are public comment for non-agenda and board agenda items. Madam Clerk, do we have any speakers? Thank you. Good evening, Ms. Hatcher.
Good evening.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Kendra Robinson, and I am the CEO and founder of the Community Outreach Coalition. I'm also a proud product of the of Portsmouth Public Schools. And on behalf of the Community Outreach Coalition, I would like to sincerely thank you for your continued support. Your partnership has been instrumental in allowing us the privilege of serving 500 middle and high school students, providing them with academic support and exposure to college and career opportunities. And 90 of those students are currently participating in our Reset remediation program at the 3 middle schools, which helps bridge academic gaps and ensure they are prepared for standardized testing. Federal grants are a significant source of our funding, and with potential funding cuts on the horizons, it has been more important for our students to have their voices heard. That is why it was crucial for us to take 30 students to the state capitol last month, where we met with Speaker of the House Don Scott and other delegates to share their personal stories and advocate for continued support of educational programs. Just last week, we took 2 students from IC Norcom High School to the national capitol, where they spoke with representatives at the Senate about the importance of these programs in their lives and in the community. These experiences are not just about advocacy, they're about empowering our youth and showing them that their voices matter, and we are incredibly grateful for your support. And I have one of our students here today to share how these programs have impacted her journey in Portsmouth Public Schools. So thank you again for allowing the Community Outreach Coalition the opportunity to collaborate and help guidance students, providing them with a clear pathway to their success.
Good evening, school board members. My name is Christina Hatcher, and I am a sophomore at IC Norcom High School, and the Community Outreach Coalition's TRIO program has had a huge impact on my life. I started TRIO through the Reset program, which helped me get extra help after school. I then joined Talent Search, where college tours expanded my future goals. Now, I am an intern with the Community Outreach Coalition. I recently went to the state capitol on February 7th and got the opportunity to speak with Speaker of the House, Don Scott, and other delegates. Then, on March 18th and 19th, just last week, I got the chance to go to the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., and speak with some of our local senators, legislative representatives. TRIO isn't just a program, it's a path to success. By continuing to support TRIO, you're investing in students' futures. Your support helps change lives, and I'm grateful to be proof of that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hatcher and Dr. Robinson. And I'm going to assume that India Hatcher, she's your daughter? All right. Great job. Excellent. Agenda item 7.1 to 7.9 is consent agenda items. I entertain a motion at this time. Motion made by Ms. Boone, second by Ms. Futrell. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk.
Yes.
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 Ms. McSwain? Yes. Mrs. Sessoms?
Yes.
Ms. Schumake?
Yes.
Dr. Walker?
Yes.
Dr. Patillo?
Yes.
It's unanimous.
Thank you. Agenda item 8.1 is the monthly report for curriculum and instruction. Dr. DeVries.
Good evening, Chairman Patillo, Vice Chair Atkinson, school board members, and Dr. Bracy. I have with me this evening our 2 social studies leaders who are coordinators of elementary social studies, Ms. Jakubowski, and our coordinator of secondary social studies, Ms. Trock, and they're going to provide you with some information about all the great things that they've been doing with teachers and students this year to increase achievement. So I welcome them to the podium.
Things at once. Okay. Good evening, School Board Chair Patillo, Vice Chair Atkinson, members of the school board, and Dr. Bracy. I am Carla Jakubowski. I'm the Elementary Social Studies Coordinator, and I'm here with my colleague, Chris Trock, the Secondary Social Studies Coordinator. We are pleased to be with our Portsmouth community tonight to share some of the highlights of the year and our plan for continued success. Last year, we committed to growth in developing literacy and historical thinking skills. We continue to seek ways to improve opportunities and learning experiences that promote history, geography, and civics education, while also developing students' literacy skills and making meaningful connections to our world. This year, our professional development offerings have focused on enhancing literacy, historical thinking skills to empower educators and fostering critical analysis and engagement in their classrooms. These sessions have provided strategies for integrating primary and secondary sources to support historical inquiry, enabling students to analyze evidence, evaluate perspectives, and construct arguments. Literacy sessions have explored the integration of literacy strategies within social studies instruction, equipping teachers with tools to build students' content knowledge and analytical skills simultaneously. These professional development initiatives aim to strengthen teachers' capacity to cultivate thoughtful, informed, and articulate learners. In order to make these meaningful connections, students are provided with many opportunities in collaboration with organizations throughout the Commonwealth. This year, one of these opportunities was part of the Virginia 250 celebration, and in partnership with History Alive, students were able to experience learning about James Lafayette, see a reenactment of the battle at Scotts Creek, and learn about life for women, African Americans, and children during the Revolutionary War. It is my pleasure to share this video with you, highlighting this special day and why experiences such as these are important for our students. We are here at City Park for American Revolutionary War reenactment. Our students will get to go through various stations and learn about different aspects of the American Revolution, and they'll get to experience a battle reenactment. This is all part of the Virginia 250 celebration, which is honoring the celebration of the American Revolution anniversary. So we've partnered with History Alive to make this happen for our students today.
My favorite station was the lady that taught us about our clothes and what the people used to wear back then, the 1700s and the 1800s, because I love learning about clothes.
Well, the event is a rededication of the Pyramid Monument that DAR constructed in 1924, the centennial celebration, and now we're of course in the bicentennial celebration of the Marquis de Lafayette's return to Portsmouth in 1824. And he returned to Portsmouth as part of a national tour of America. When he came in 1824, the Marquis de Lafayette, one of the things that was done for him was in reenactment of the Battle of Scotts Creek.
When I saw the battle reenactment, I liked that the fact that they all had different colors or positions that they were in, and when they gave out orders, they were like, Station 1, go to this position, Station 2, go to here. And instead of just learning about it, and reading about it, I actually got to see sort of somewhat what it was.
Part of what our history curriculum is to make connections with the past and present, and also to understand different perspectives from different groups of people. And then analyze history when they get to this unit and still have a deeper understanding and prior knowledge of what it was like during that time period.
This out here today, it helped me learn more than I learned at school, because some of this stuff we haven't heard before, but even if we did hear it, the people still told us about it, so that helped us out.
Our partnership with Portsmouth Public Schools has been very important because education is a very important component of this national tour in 2024. And Portsmouth Public Schools has been a big part of that. And we're really hoping that this will spark more activities like this for the kids and more opportunities for them to participate in living history, because that's so much more engaging than a textbook.
As you can see, students got to experience history and develop a deeper understanding of what life was like so many years ago. We have also partnered with the Virginia Museum of History and Culture, the American Civil War Museum, and the Jamestown Yorktown Foundation to bring hands-on experiences rich in primary sources and artifacts to our classrooms this year. Our goal is to have students think like historians, develop the skills to analyze and evaluate information. Our students have also participated in interactive activities such as the Virginia Floor Map Outreach presented by a program specialist in partnership with our TRTs. They've also experienced the Giant Globe resource, which is pictured there, and participated in a mock election across the school division. Our K-2 students voted for the best cookie, and our 3 through 6 students voted for local and national officials to engage in the voting process.
Secondary students are also participating in learning experiences that extend their thinking. The pictures here include a visit by the General Registrar and Director of Elections for the City of Portsmouth. Ms. Arbel met with each government class at all 3 high schools with opportunities to pre-register, and she led a discussion on the importance of practicing our civic responsibilities. She also spoke to the history of voting rights and shared a literacy test that was meant to limit the African American vote. Students at the secondary level also engaged in mock elections as a celebration of their voice in a civic community. In this set of pictures, you see students engaged in activities to better understand topics of study in the world around them. 8th grade students at Waters Middle School participated in a field trip to the Portsmouth City Courthouse to explore the workings of the judicial branch at the local level. Students at Churchland Middle participated in a mock assembly line to better understand the demands placed on workers during the industrial age. And several pictures here of Black History Month from IC Norcom highlight both the pride and celebration of heritage and unity. Even the library displayed a rich history and encouraged more research as we refuse to allow the history to be rewritten without the contributions of Black and brown people. As we continue to move forward in advancing social studies instruction, the new standards of learning for history and social sciences are scheduled to be fully implemented in the school year 2025-2026. We will continue to revise the local curriculum to meet the SOL, as well as provide support for teachers. The Virginia Department of Education has released crosswalk documents, which we have provided to teachers, and they are housed in our curriculum platform, EduPlanet. The VDOE is also releasing instructional guides, which we will be sharing with lead teachers as they become available to further prepare and support them. It is the goal of the Office of Social Studies to provide support in the skills necessary for literacy development, understanding and interacting with the world around us, especially as it relates to history, civics and government, and geography, and the capacity to question thoughtfully and think critically. Thank you for your time this evening and everything you do to support the Portsmouth community. Do you have any questions for us?
Any questions from board members or comments? Vice Chair Atkinson.
Thank you. I just wanted to say we did ironically receive the History Bowl invite today, so it was perfect timing for the presentation. So I'll be sure to send my RSVP. It's my test of my smarts every time I go. So, you know, I never get the Jeopardy questions right, but I get these questions right. So thank you. Thank you so much for all you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Agenda item 9.1 is the monthly report from our superintendent, Dr. Bracy.
Good evening again, Chairman Patillo, Vice Chair Atkinson, members of the board. I'm excited to start my comments with some incredible news. As you may have heard, Ian Lindo, a senior at IC Norcom High School, has been named Operation Homefront's 2025 Military Child of the Year for the Coast Guard. Operation Homefront give these awards out each year to 7 outstanding young people across the country, one representing each branch of the armed services. Specifically, these are students who have excelled academically, but also have served in leadership positions as well as participated in community service while facing unique challenges of a military family life. Ian currently is ranked first in his graduating class and has served the distinction as president of the Norcom National Honor Society and Key Club, as well as the Golden Fold Suffolk. That's a tongue twister there. He will be heading to Washington, D.C. next month to receive his award. We are certainly proud of Ian and his family for this great honor. We will honor him in person at our next regular meeting, which will align perfectly as April is Month of the Military Child. Moving toward school operations, it's that time of year again to register for our preschool program. Preschool registration is open, and you can begin the application process now. As a reminder to our families, there are a number of eligibility and paperwork requirements for our preschool program. You will want to visit the preschool registration page on ppssk12.us for a complete list of all those requirements. Our staff is also on hand to help out at any time, and you can find their contact information on the webpage as well. As always, I do have a few schedule reminders for our families. As a reminder for our families, tomorrow, March 28th, is also a staff day, so there will be no school for students. Then we are just a couple of weeks away from spring break. It's a little late this year. We'll be closed Monday, April 14th through the 18th, welcoming students back on Monday, April 21st. So make sure you mark your calendars. Finally, speaking of spring break, our Office of Title I and Programs has a special spring break snacks and packs events coming up for our Title I schools. To help encourage reading over spring break, families can stop by one of two events to pick up free books, reading activities, and even healthy snacks for over the break. There are two dates, Tuesday, April 8th from 4 to 5:30 at Emily Spong Center, and Thursday, April 10th from 5 to 6:30 at the J.E. Parker Rec Center. To register, you can visit us online at ppsk12.us. Chairman Patillo, I will conclude my report. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Board members have any questions?
And before that, I did want to say thank you all for the surprise recognition for that. I hadn't thought anything of it. That was what, a couple of months ago now almost, but hey. But I appreciate the vote of confidence, and as Dr. Patillo said, I thought you were going to hang in there with me for another 10.
I didn't promise you 10.
All right, but thank you all, seriously.
You're gonna be missing a few.
Yeah, one thing is definitely difficult for Lauren and myself to sneak something past you, so that took a lot of effort. So thank you, Lauren, for your work with that as well. Agenda item 9.2 is consideration of the school board's proposed operating budget for fiscal year 25-26. But before I entertain a motion, I will just say that we have submitted our superintendent's estimate of needs for our proposed operating budget for this year. Many of us know, based on the city council's superintendent's proposed budget the other night, it does not cover what's needed to fulfill our compensation study results for our entire staff. So we're continuing to work with them and ask them to reconsider the amount given so that we can ensure that all of our staff receive their proper step increase in pay so that we can retain our staff and also attract new staff as well. With that being said, I entertain a motion for our proposed operating budget for fiscal year 25-26, and then we'll have a second and discussion at that time.
Move for approval.
Second.
Motion made by Vice Chair Atkinson, second by Ms. Sessoms. Any discussion? Ms. Futrell first, I believe.
Absolutely. Thank you, Chair. So going back just to the comment that you made as far as what our request was and it not being the proposed budget coming back from council, not really meeting our budget. So if we could just have Mr. Falk just come up just to kind of explain what that looks like to the public for us not to receive our full budget that we asked for.
Good evening, Dr. Patillo, Vice Chair Atkinson, members of the board, Dr. Bracy. Thank you for being here tonight and reviewing our budget. As we heard earlier this week, as Dr. Patillo said, our budget was not fully funded by the city. Let me give a little bit of background on the revenue side of that. Our revenue this year was inclusive of, the total was $78,746,746. Within that $78.7 million was included a contingency for the salary increase that the state gave us last year if they did not give us that money. That amounted to $104,586, which left us with a revenue from the city of $75,642,160. So the city took the contingency off of the original amount that they gave us last year, that 3.1 million. Fast forward to that, so the 75,642,160 is our base revenue from the city for this year. Their proposal the other day added another $5,736,165 to our local revenue for this year, bringing that to a grand total of $81,378,325. So it's short, not only by the amount that we had asked for about $9.3 million in addition, but also that 3.1 added to that. So looking at it now, again, our total local revenue from the city for 25-26 proposed in the city manager's budget is $81,378,325, which leaves us about $6.7 million short for this next year's budget based on the budget that we proposed tonight. Does that make sense? I know there's a lot of numbers.
Yes, sir. Any other comments? Dr. Cotton.
First of all, thank you, Mr. Falk, for your service, for all that you do for the district. I just want to really amplify this, that we are in need of that extra 6.7 million, because we want to stay true to what is needed in the city in regard to the needs of not just staff, but of students. That when we don't have these amounts that curtail what we need, and sometimes, I'm just going to say it, I apologize, but politics get caught up, that amounts are deducted from the grand total of what's needed. I sit here with at least 6 or 7 board members who are products of Portsmouth Public School System, that we now serve in a position that we're able to advocate for students as well as staff. We're trying to raise the bar. On the night we sat here and we saw how PPS shines together, I don't only sit here as a parent, I don't only sit here as a board member, but I sit here as a proud person who came through from Douglas Park to Bright Elementary, Alf J. Mapp, which is now Craddock Middle, W.E. Waters, and Norcom High School as a graduate, that I can go anywhere and say in the world that I graduated from Portsmouth Public Schools. We have to meet the needs of students and staff. So I sit here as an elected official, and I'm not making my position political, however it is, that we know that public education is at the ledge of something that the country has not seen in years. But we really need to stand behind our students and staff to make sure that we give them opportunity as well as the resources for us to be competitive in the nation. So I'm asking City Council for that extra 6.7 million that we need for students and staff. But I just wanted to put that publicly on record, and thank you, Mr. Falk, for giving us the numbers. And if I have any other questions, or my colleagues will definitely, but we understand all the numbers you gave. So please, constituents, just those who are a part of the city and to City Council, we really need this. Thank you.
Ms. Shoemake and then Ms. McSwain.
Thank you, Chair. I'm going to be very quick. I hold in my hand our 2025-26 proposed budget request. I'm holding it in my hand because there was a question from a couple of our council members before that they didn't have anything that they can hold in their hand. Here it is. If you have any questions, it's online as well, so that you can comb through what you need to see in order to do what you need to do. Citizens, voters, I urge you to pay attention to how council members justify their vote and how they actually vote. We have all ran on public education, okay? The country right now, as Board Member Cotton just stated, is in slight turmoil when it comes to public education. So I really want the citizens of Portsmouth to pay attention as to how our council members are going to vote for what we requested, our needs, not our wants, because we want another school. We want another couple of schools, actually. There's a laundry list of things that we want, but we requested what we needed. So, with that being said, I do urge every citizen, every voter, to pay attention to these council meetings and see how they vote and the justification as to why they are voting the way that they are voting. Thank you so much, Chair.
Thank you so much, Ms. McSwain.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Falk, and I just want to make sure that I'm correct in my thinking, because I remember we were at the meeting and you were asked about that $9 million that you requested, and you made it perfectly clear that that $9 million would cover just the teacher's salary to make sure that we are at a competitive rate, because we are right now one of the lowest, if not the lowest, paying for our educators. And we, not just the teachers are our educators, but that's only what we asked for from the city would have just covered the teachers alone. And so I say that to, so our citizens will be aware we're not asking for everything that we need as far as an increase. We're just asking for enough for what you put out in the meeting. Am I correct, Mr. Falk?
So our request was for the total compensation study, teachers and all employees.
Okay, with the 9 million?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we want to make sure that we're understanding that. Thank you.
Vice Chair Atkinson, and then I come back, Ms. Petrillo.
Thank you, Chair. I just want to say to Councilman William Bill Moody, in a joint meeting we had, you inquired about our enrollment numbers and why our numbers were declining. You were very specific to asking that, but the reason why our numbers are declining is because it's hard for us to retain our staff. In our budget, we specifically asked for the meat and potatoes of it is for the compression study number to be fully funded. So, I mean, to answer your question and to get the results, the increase in enrollment, all works hand in hand with fully funding our needs. So hopefully you will take a look at the budget and the rest of City Council and decide to fully fund our requests.
Ms. Futrell.
Thank you, Chair. So, Mr. Falk, just back to the budget, just so everyone's aware, particularly the public, because there is a lot of misinformation that is being passed around, particularly the conversations around us inadequately handling our budget or our funds, to the public making it appear that we have a surplus that we're just mishandling. And so I just want to be clear with the numbers you see every day and the numbers you all have crunched in this book, when it comes to this surplus, air quote, what does that look like really?
Well, this budget would be, it doesn't have a surplus. This budget is exactly the amounts that we would need to cover our compensation study, any statewide compensation raises that we would have to provide, and any of the additional positions, of which there were not many. Most of those were state mandated within this budget. That's what this budget provides.
Right, and so even in that, what this proposed budget kind of came back from the city's office or city manager particularly, it wouldn't cover all staff.
No, ma'am.
Am I correct?
No,
Okay.
ma'am.
So what would it cover? So right now, we're thinking bigger picture. We're thinking all of our staff members, because we all understand, which I hope any human would, that all staff members are important. From the beautiful bus drivers that were just here, that we could all clap about, get a tear about, But basically what we're hearing now coming back from city is that even our bus drivers don't deserve the raise that they are saying only teachers should get in this budget that they're sending back to us proposed right now.
They did not provide full funding for our budget, which would mean we would have to find something to, if their budget stayed the same, we would have to cut something from our budget.
And right now, as it looks with our budget, there is no way to cut anything that's not important, that isn't need-based.
This is a need-based budget. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Cotton.
I'm a priority person, and as I look at everything that our budget accommodates, it's going to be a very hard thing, and I can say this on behalf of my colleagues, for us to decide what to cut. But I do believe that the bulk of us, if not all of us, will really push toward the increases that are needed. And like I said earlier, the father, a student of PPS, I remember being at Douglas Park, losing what I ate for lunch in the hallway, that sextants or janitors, custodians, whatever you choose to call them, it wasn't a teacher or a principal that cleaned that up, but it was actually a janitor who came and cleaned that. I really need City Council to understand, as Board Member Shoemake said, it's not a want, it's a need, because there are many needs. If not all of us, we look at the budget from the state that comes to the school board, we look at the budget with what we bring in as far as the city, but there's no better investment than the students. Because if not all of us, I said earlier, many of us sit up here as a product of the Portsmouth Public School System, and we live our lives as well as our careers to give back to the city in which we were reared. So to all of the city council members, including the mayor, thank you, who blessed my son when they were in Richmond. I could send my son to private school. He had scholarship offers, but I wanted him to be in PPS, as another one of my children were. But we really need this amount to be fully, and I hate using these terms, fully funded, because it's actually a curtail of what the state give, which is not enough what our students need. And I said earlier, in closed session, I'm usually quiet, but I cannot let this be, because the city needs it, which includes the staff and the students. I just really wanted that to be amplified, but thank you so much. Thank you, Chair.
Dr. Bracy.
Thank you, Chair. And listening at the comments from the board members, I mean, I think one thing you know that is true is that the priority is to make sure that we take care of the compression, which we promised that we would do over a 2-year period. So with that being said, if we don't receive the money, if nothing changes in the city's proposed budget, then I'm going to have to take a hard look at some existing programs and make some unpopular recommendations to the board. I don't want to have to do that, but as we all can hear, we know what's important. So at that time, if it comes to that, I will come back with a recommendation for them to consider. And I know what I will be, some of the items that I will probably have to present are not going to be popular for us to lose them, but we really don't have any other choice, because they're putting us in a position to have to do that. So I just wanted to let everybody know that that's what's going to have to happen if nothing changes with the proposed budget.
Thank you, sir. And I'll just close this out with this. Many times our colleagues try to equate scores and assessment results with how they should fund the school division. That's why we need the compression addressed. Right now, we have 51 university instructors covering classes. We have, in the last 2 years, about 73 international instructors covering classes. We still have over 5, I believe 8 classes using proximity learning for virtual instruction. because there are no instructors. How can you equate results on assessments when you won't give us the funds we need to fairly compensate our staff? Portsmouth has always been known as a good training ground. We pay you very well, year 1 through 4. You get your training, you get paid, then you leave to get paid more somewhere else. And you wonder why we have this revolving door in our school division. If you want success, take care of those who stuck with you for these last 10, 20, 25 years that could have left, but they didn't. They deserve to be treated fairly and compensated fairly. You want results? You show us results. By giving us what we need to have the resources for our staff and for our students. Respectfully. Agenda item 9.3, do we have any subcommittee? I'm sorry, we have a second. Is there any more discussion? Roll call vote, Madam Clerk.
Yes, fully fund us. Thank you. Yes.
We're voting on the proposed budget, so I'm going to say yes. Make sure you curtail that cost and fully fund us. Thank you.
Mrs. Futrell,
Yes, yes, yes.
Ms. McSwain,
Positively, yes.
Mrs. Sessoms,
Yes.
Ms. Shimei. Of course, yes. Dr. Walker,
Yes.
Dr. Patillo.
Yes.
It's unanimous.
Thank you so much. Agenda item 9.3, subcommittee reports. Do we have any reports at this time? Dr. Walker first, and then we'll.
So for my subcommittee report, I am the school board appointee for the Special Education Advisory Committee. Since we've met, we've had 2 meetings, which was on February the 18th and March the 18th. One of their main concerns is how we can get more parents involved. So I just want to read the reasoning why we have a Special Education Advisory Committee, because for the last 22 years, my passion has always been special education. So Virginia school divisions are required to have a Special Education Advisory Committee, and the purpose of the committee is to provide an opportunity for parents and other school board appointees to have a voice in the way that school divisions provide services to students with disabilities. Local CIAT members are appointed by local school boards, and the committee provides report and recommendations to their school boards. So it's so disheartening that when we go, we don't have a lot of participation. So one of the main concerns that we talked about in that meeting is that how we can make it more marketable, because a lot of people are saying that they don't know about it. So we have various ideas to come up with. And then lastly, one of the most important pieces is that Ms. Battle Hardy will be here on April the 10th to discuss the special education plan, and she's asking for all people to come and support her, and I will be the first one here to support that special education plan for the 25-26 school year. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Ms. Futrell?
Thank you, Chair. So on March the 12th, Ms. Shoemake and I met with Ms. Jackson and Dr. Bracy regarding human resources and what amazing things she's doing over there. So a few of the accomplishments and strategic initiatives that she has going on is she launched the biweekly newsletter, which enhances communications and highlights district-wide initiatives. She's enhancing employee engagement. So right now they're targeting a 25% increase in positive employee perceptions of the work environment during Q3. They're developing a mentor-mentee program, organizing team building and competitive events, and implementing a district-wide employee suggestion box. We're also seeing district-wide job descriptions being revised, as well as district-wide training initiatives. So we're looking at customer service training, policies and procedures reviews, FMLA and ADA compliance training, and then, of course, the biggest one, recruitment strategy. So her and her team are definitely looking at different ways to expand the outreach and some on-site recruitment events. They have things going on literally throughout the whole year so that we can make sure we build in that area, which is, again, another reason why we need that budget approved. Thank you.
Dr. Cotton.
I had the wonderful opportunity of sitting in a liaison meeting in place of the Honorable Tamara Shoemake with Dr. Bracy and Dr. Patillo with city council members, with city councilwoman Katie Bryant and city councilman Mark Hugel, where we had a very in-depth study of this budget proposal which was put forth. So I want the public to know that, and that was my one meeting, but they are well aware of the intricate details of the need, and we spoke about it. So I just wanted to put that on public record. Thank you, Chair.
Ms. Shoemake.
This is not a subcommittee report, Chair.
Well, you can't give it in. I'm just
Stop
kidding.
it.
Go ahead.
No, but this is really quick. ODU is offering an Earth Day celebration, April 12th, 9:30 to 12:30. It's going to be located in the new chemistry building. It's free. If anybody wants to sign up as far as classes, they have that opportunity for you to sign up to possibly go on a field trip there. It's a planetarium. It's a lot of different things that they're going to offer within that 3-hour period. And if you want to sign up, it's www.odu.edu/SCI, as in science, /Earth-Day. So if any teachers want to sign up for it, please feel free to go to that website and have our babies go ahead and see some of the great things that they're offering as far as chemistry in the STEM program. Thank you, Chair.
Vice Chair Atkinson.
Thank you, Chair. I just want to give a huge shout out to our robotics team and wishing you the best as you move forward to the next level of competition. So we're with y'all, we support y'all, and thank y'all so much for putting Portsmouth on the map with robotics. Thank you.
Ms. McSwain.
Thank you, Chair. I just want to acknowledge that I had the privilege of going to Read Across America at Brighton Elementary, Douglas Park Elementary, Churchland Elementary, Park View, and I did stop through Norcom too, but I didn't read. But listen, I just want to say that we have some great, intelligent students. I'm very impressed by Miss Gray's class at Park View. I think it was second graders. I read them a story, and I mean, they broke it down like a shotgun. Y'all know I'm Army. They broke the story down with the setting, the main idea, everything. I was so impressed with Miss Gray's class. And then when I went to church, and I had an older class, and I thought the book was kind of boring. I'm sorry, y'all, but they were so upbeat, and they were encouraging me. Because I was like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm apologizing for the book. But I just want to... I just want to say I really enjoyed Read Across America with our students, and I can't wait to read to you again. Thank you, Chair.
No problem. Dr. Cotton.
As far as comments, usually we have that at the end. I would be remiss if I didn't thank the staff of Portsmouth Public Schools. As I sit here not as a board member, but as a proud parent, I also want to thank my colleagues as well as Dr. Bracy and his staff for my son serving 2 years in Richmond, and even his counselor, Ms. Massenberg. And I want to thank Senator L. Louise Lucas, who, when he decided to go on the representative side, she still called to inquire. And I definitely want to thank Don Scott for pulling him in 2024, and then this year appointing him, us shining together as Portsmouth proud. Just from Portsmouth Public Schools, putting him in as the head page. And I want to thank you all for celebrating not just the student tonight, but celebrating my son. So thank you to board members as well as the administration staff. I thank you so much, and I'm just ever proud. I'll probably go cry later as I hug my son. Thank you.
Ms. Sessoms.
Yes, so I am on the Curriculum and Instruction Committee, and alongside Dr. DeVries and her team, they had a lot of great things that they shared with us, with me, with the board. They have all district reads March 4th. Some of the things have already passed, but have really been successful, had great turnout. They had the STEM Day, which is at Manor High School on March the 15th. I know some of our board members were in attendance. The 4th grade students are participating in the Jamestown Outreach. March Madness also took place on March the 22nd at Manor High School. all-city chorus at Churchland High School is on April the 1st at 6:30. First grade students are currently participating in Safety Town alongside what Mr. Bruce Lalonde came and talked about tonight. The Starbase Gala was at Rivers Casino. That was a huge success. I was able to attend that myself. That was on March the 13th. The faculty, something that I thought was very interesting is that the faculty Spanish class was going strong, and that teachers were encouraged to be a part of this movement where they can come and learn Spanish. So that was something new that I didn't know about. Dual enrollment information session for rising 7th graders has already taken place on March the 13th. TCC graduation is coming up May the 12th, 2025 at 4 p.m. at ODU. What else do I have? Special education and related services. We have our financial bingo literacy march. That took place on March the 12th at 5:30 SH Clark. Also upcoming is April the 2nd, which is really exciting. They have a community partner, Complete the Puzzle, is participating in a photo opportunity with the mayor in recognition of World Autism Awareness Day. That is going to be really nice. Little Meat Feet is April the 4th, 2025 at Churchland High School. It is rain or shine. And that is all the updates that I have for this time.
All right, thank you so much. Any other reports or board comments? Ms. Walker, Dr. Walker, I'm sorry.
So I just want to, I didn't say it when I did my report, but the next CIAP meeting is June 17th at noon. So if people can put that on their calendar now, they can also go and support. And then also World Language Day for the preschool is April the 8th at Emily Spahn.
Okay, no other comments or reports. We now consider this meeting adjourned. Have a great evening.